Good day, this is Jimmy at Old Path Fabrications. I'm beginning to work. A lot of times you see people go out in the middle of nowhere and build them a homestead and start up from scratch or this or that and take their know-how and their knowledge and survive. I want to show you something that's going on around here. I just came out of the workforce. I'm getting old, got some things that I have to take care of, some things that are going on in my life. So I'm working around the house. And working around the house, I want to show you that, I throw me up a lean-to, pull me a few old cars up in it. People say, well, you're just working in a lawnmower shed. Well, I want to tell you right now is this is make a poor lawnmower shed, but there's a build in progress. There's something going on, and if you'll follow and you'll like and you'll continue to follow, you'll see that we're going to make something out of this, and we're going to make something nostalgic out of it. But I want to tell you, just like the old cars that we're building, a lot of people like to say built, not bought, or maybe even just watch the process of restoring the old car. Well, I'm also going to show you the process of the old farmer, the old fella in the back that had to start with nothing because there's a process. And, over the years, when you're an old man, you just save this and save that. You got a stack of lumber over here and a stack of this over there. And as you get older, you say, man, what am I going to do with all that? Well, this is what we're doing with it. We're putting it up in a pile, and we're going to build some old cars. Not just a pile, but we're going to make a built, not bought remembrance of the old ways, the old types of doing things. And it's the shed is part of it. And also the old cars stay in the restoration of maybe like I restored an old 70-something Monte Carlo. Also restored some old Malibus. Got a little Sonoma out there. Got an El Camino. I got several things that we're going to be working on through the process. But the first thing we had to do was get it out of the rain. So today we got it out of the rain. Built us a little lean-to. We throwed some wood up. Had a little shed that we opened up, little camper that we opened up and put the heater in, tore the floor out, building walls in it. Gonna make us a tool room. It's gonna be an exciting build this year. The cars and the shed. Like for you to follow along, like for you to comment. Hey, if you don't like it, you can tell me about that too. But somebody's got to start somewhere. And there's somebody out there today that said, I just ain't got what I need to start. Well, I'm going to tell you today, you're going to have to just start. I mean, this is where the old term shade tree mechanic come up, because there was somebody that just had to get it done. Well, this is something I just had to get done. I hope y'all are interested in it. If you like and follow, I'll show you 40 years of working on these old cars. Surely you can pick up something. Here's a view of my old shop. A lot of times people say that, well, they just ain't got no place to do nothing. Well, they can't really make things happen because they don't have a nice shop and all that. If anybody's been following along some of this metalworking process that we got going on, some of these old cars from this shop, just want to let you know, because I think it'll even be interesting to follow along with what's going on around here. Of course, I got some of these old cars. This is a 1970 Monte Carlo in what I'm calling the shop right now. I've done a lot of things: floor pan, trunk pan, package tray, all these different things. And I started out by just, I'd say, semi-retiring, trying to figure out how to make this. My job has always been my hobby, and I worked on things that were broken, wrecked cars and different things, but You know, everybody's got a preference. My preference was to work on these old cars. Doing a little walkthrough my shop. Did a video. You see my very expensive insulation I got up here. Cause it gets cold. I see a lot of people going through a lot of things and talking about, man, if I just had. Well, what you need to have, in my thinking, is don't worry about what nobody else thinks. You just got to get with it. If you want to do something, you just got to get with it. I was trying to build a place to put a heater because I made a little lean-to off the side of a building and started cramming cars in it. Well, then it started getting cold. And I thought, well, it's going to be cold out here working on this stuff. And of course, here I am closed in this little spot. And I thought, you know, you got to be cold. I pulled a little old camper upside the shop and was stuffing car parts in it. And I thought, well, man, I need a place to put the heater. So I did a video of that. I put this old heater in here. Pretty junky in it right here right now because I got some stuff going on. But I put my heater in here. I tore the bottom out of this old camper. Still working on it. Gonna make a tool room out of it more than likely. But right now it's a place for my wood heater. Brought it on up, tore the bottom out of it. Supported the roof. Looks pretty nostalgic on the outside, but on the inside it's just more room with windows. So man, that ain't no way. Well, maybe there is a way. Maybe there is a way. Maybe you need to just quit worrying about whoever or whatever and show off your crafts and throw down some stuff. Maybe people see you struggle, see what you're going through, and support you. And you can build something. Nothing, unless it's handed to you, nothing's going to start on top. It will be better, just like this old car here. There's this old saying, built, not bought. I think the shop could be the same way. Won't you follow us along on this journey and see what we make of it? And I'll take my 40 years of metal craft and bring it home and throw it in the shed and start sharing it with people. And people will start sharing their life with this channel, comments, and the things they think about what's going on. And we'll bring back some of the old school ways. How about it?